The holiday season is upon us. Parties, celebrations, gatherings,
cooking.
Oh man, it's just
decisions.
Right. Well, what are you gonna do when you're hosting your own party?
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Make it an appetizer party, make it a cocktail party, make it a tapas party. And you know what? We've got a great recipe that's gonna help you keep things in small bites.
Tasty,
and it's gonna be
a hit.
Pleasant. Yeah, a hit. Everybody's gonna love it. So stick around, come see what we're up to. Hey, we're back, and all right, what I have in this bowl, I've got a pound of ground turkey, and I've got an egg. And we're gonna make some meatballs out of that turkey. I personally love turkey meatballs. I don't know why. Her not so much, but
well, that's okay. Most people like turkey meatballs.
Exactly, and this is something that is for everybody. There are a lot of people out there that are low fat, you know, and so this kind of fits the bill for everybody. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
Probably a couple teaspoonsful. I never really measure my Worcestershire sauce. I just kind of dump it in there. It's just me.
You want a spatula to mush it with?
No, I'm going to use my hands.
Oh, you're going to use your fingers.
I took my rings off for this.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm also going to add a couple of tablespoons of panko breadcrumb. Yes, I said breadcrumbs. Don't freak out. It's okay. I'm only using a couple tablespoons. That's not quite a tablespoon.
It's not like you're using 5 slices of bread.
Exactly. You know, and really, I've tried this without the breadcrumbs, and it just doesn't work.
Together.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially with turkey, because turkey especially needs more of a binder.
It's a very soft meat.
Yes, it is. It is a very soft meat. So unlike beef or pork or lamb or veal, the turkey needs more of a binder. Pork or beef, you could probably get away without using the breadcrumbs.
You could do a mixture of things.
So you could, absolutely.
That would be really good.
All right, I'm just going to use my hand, and I'm just going to mix all of this up until it's good and combined. It's a lovely squishy sound.
Do I need to spray that?
You can if you want to.
Pan.
That'd be awesome. What we're going to do is we're just going to use, just like if we're making a meat bite, like our meatball bites, we're going to use the cookie scoop to measure these out and portion them out. All right, I'm going to go rinse my hands off right quick. Do you want to start scooping and placing?
Well, you're going to roll them, don't you?
I am going to roll. You know what? You scoop and I'll roll.
Okay.
That will work. She scoop, I roll. Team effort. And it's really easy. You just scoop it into your hand like that, and then you're going to just use your hands to roll it like you're rolling a ball in Play-Doh.
You can make them small.
You can make them smaller. You can make them bigger. However you want. That one needs a little more.
I usually make a mixture of sizes because
she's too lazy to make sure they're all uniform.
Well, no, because sometimes the grandkids just want a little bitty one. Especially when the 2-year-old's here. She doesn't need a big, massive one.
Although she'd probably eat a big, massive one if you put it in front of her.
2 or 3, but, you know, you don't. If you're keeping it, and there's still a lot of people that are on the first stage of soft diet.
Yes. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to point out. If you are getting to the chopped foods or the soft foods, this is actually a really good recipe for you because these are really soft and mushy almost. And
well, and they taste so much better than those things that you get at the store that are frozen and you don't know how old they are.
And you can use frozen meatballs if you want to, but I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest. They always taste kind of watery and unflavored to me.
Well, and you don't know what they season. I mean, they do put preservatives. Let's be honest.
They do, and a lot of times they'll have something like MSG in there that I personally can't have MSG, so, you know.
So just by doing this on your own, there's one last
one in there. Awesome.
By doing it on your own, you're controlling the sodium and the mixture of carbs that you put into it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you are like she said, you're in perfect control of what you're getting.
And that's what we're all about, is being in control.
Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. She's gonna pop these in the oven while I'm washing my hands. Our oven is set at 425. It's kind of a higher heat, but it's going to give them a really good sear. So we're going to sear these off in the oven, and we're going to show you a really great sauce in just a second. So we'll be right back. So we got 3 sauces for our meatballs. We got our meatballs in the crock pots right now, and they're going, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about our sauces. The first sauce is a really good teriyaki sauce. I love teriyaki meatballs. They're some of my favorite things on earth. And doing them in the crock pot, they get this beautiful kind of luscious glaze on them, and they're so good. And the other one is a really good barbecue sauce. This one is actually a chipotle sauce. So
it's a little spicy.
It's got to have a little bit of a kick to it. And the third sauce is her creation.
This is my creation. And I've got sugar-free marmalade. And I'm going to put a couple of heaping serving spoons here.
I love orange marmalade.
And that just smells good.
It does.
Itself.
It always reminds me of Paddington Bear. You remember Paddington Bear?
And his marmalade.
And his marmalade. I love Paddington Bear.
And I'm adding probably about half a cup of orange juice.
About half a cup.
Depends on how much you're making. And we're making a small amount because I made some yesterday.
Right.
And once you mix that up with that, and I'm only going to put a tablespoon of Grand Marnier. Liqueur. Of fancy liqueur.
Fancy orange liqueur. This is the kind you're going to put in your margaritas, right?
Margaritas, chocolate, frosting, just about anything.
I could eat this just like this, but what are we going to do to it?
We're going to heat
any
it.
Salt and pepper, or is it going to go as is?
We're going to heat it.
Okay.
We're going to bring it to a bubble.
Okay.
And when they're done, you can either use it as a dipping sauce, or you can put them in a crock pot and heat them in it. Yum. So you don't have to. It's a no worry sauce. You just
I like that. I like no worry. I like simplicity. All right, we're going to pop this on the stove and we're going to heat it up. When we come back, we're going to show you what our luscious meatballs look like, and I can't wait. So we'll see you guys in a minute.
I think I could eat that with a spoon.
I could too. Absolutely. Hey guys, we're back and our meatballs are done. We have each of them in their sauces. We got our barbecue, chipotle barbecue, our teriyaki, and our wonderful homemade orange marmalade sauce. And we've got a couple of different serving ideas. First of all, of course, you can serve them in a pretty dish like this with some extra dipping sauce on the side. And people can use either a toothpick or one of these cute little appetizer spoons to just spear their meatball. Or
do a skewer where you have one of each on a skewer, and you can get whatever length of, and colors. You can get colored skewers, things like that.
Make them pretty. Just make it festive and pretty.
But then have the dipping sauce where, as they go along, if they want to eat one with a little extra sauce, because I like extra sauce on mine.
Take one of the little spoons and put it right there, so that or put the little spoon in the sauce.
Right, and I always like a little extra sauce on mine.
Some people do, and I'm one of those who also kind of digs a little extra sauce. All right, so we're going to try some of these. I'm going to try.
Well, why don't you get one of those, and I'll get one of the teriyaki. Those are just smelling so good.
They are smelling so good. They're all smelling really good. And I love this because what happens is cooking them in the crock pot, the flavor just kind of permeates down into the meatball.
That's good.
That orange one's good too.
It's really good.
Oh, that teriyaki's my favorite.
Oh, I think the orange is mine.
Let's grab one of the barbecue. Sure. And see, maybe the barbecue will be both of our favorite.
Wow, probably. It's got chipotle in it.
Right, and barbecue.
And one thing about it, you can put these on warm and leave them for a while. So you don't have, it's not like you have to watch it.
Exactly. And this is kind of a step up, too, from the traditional cocktail wiener. You know, some people stick the cocktail wiener in the crock pot with the sauces. It's just a little more fancy and a little more elegant.
And there again, you can use a mixture of meats. You can use...
I think the barbecue ones.
I think they are. But I like the orange. But you could use some Italian sausage mixed with this to give it a little bit more.
Absolutely. And you could use anything, really.
Any meat. Whatever you want. Any ground meat would make really good ones.
Exactly.
The sauces... These are just our favorites, but you can make up your own favorite.
Exactly. Use what you love and share it with your friends, and that's what it's all about. This season is all about sharing and friendship and love and family So share with your friends.
Food shouldn't be something we have to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be all about the family and the fellowship.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope that you guys enjoyed today. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe because that really helps our channel out a lot. And don't forget, you can find this recipe and all of our recipes and so much more on our website at www.7bitesshow.com. So, thank you guys again. We'll see you next time.
Come see what we're up to.